Two of the NFL's final unbeatens putting their records on the line against each other as we're underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Getting the fullback involved here. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy. Something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
Kate, I know you could see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He spins away. He's got some running room. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. He gets 6 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
His first throw is an interception. 30. Gets the 10. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Graham Goodnow to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Broke through the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Play action on 1st down. He's trying to push the field. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 32-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. He's got it at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Option play headed right on 1st and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Flush down out to his left. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you've got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Pass play now. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They go play action on 1st. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Metcalf there to bring it in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First down from the red zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms, but it slips through. Second down coming up.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Gooooo for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars grow their lead to 8. Gooooo ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Connecting on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 14-6 is our score. We'll make our return. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He's going to push one deep down the right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. The Texans set to punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Oh, and they fake it. Went for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. Incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Throwing from the gun here. He's on the move. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up. And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Another carry for him. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars lead by 14. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
Gooooo ready to send this away. On the return, here's Irving. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be taken down right around the 39. It's a 3-yard pickup. That's going to leave him facing 3rd and 10.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans with work to do on 3rd and 10. They'll throw it. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And that brings up 4th and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Man in motion here. Here's the snap on 4th. Catch is made down the right right sideline. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're going play action. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, that's gonna back him up and bring up 4th down. Back to throw. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. If anyone is still down that this guy has an NFL caliber arm, Brock, add that to the list of highlights he can use in his defense. That was an NFL throw.
It got to be such a confidence builder. Yes, the game is faster. Yes, the windows are smaller. But when you execute with precision, touchdowns can follow.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escapes out to the left. Throwing deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Going ground on 1st and goal. Punch it. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. Gooooo for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars lead by 15 now. Gooooo ready to send this away. On the return, here's Irving. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he would...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
3rd and long for him here. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He's got a man left. Gets it to the 15. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So now the Texans decide not to pull the offense. They're not kicking. They're going for 2. Keeping it on the ground. And Gets into the end zone. Not a bad way to end the first half. Adding an octopus as time expires. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this.
21.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
We got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Forced out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking to the air here. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Running it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That gives him 7, sets up 4th down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start the second half with some needed points. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Texans tie us up 28-all. Now Prater on to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Second and 13. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He throws a bullet deep to big game downfield. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Running it after the penalty. Takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a third-quarter lead. Gooooo for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
Gooooo ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Sending a receiver left. From the gun on 3rd down. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Blown back gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
One of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes back.
Touchdown, Houston! The Texans now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now Prater on to send it away. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back to throw it. Fits it through the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Gooooo for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. Gooooo ready to send this away. On the return, here's Irving. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Working quickly here. And off on 2nd and short. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 3 on that gain. And it sets up a Houston 1st. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans losing by 7. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a toss headed right. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Rolling out to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know who roughed him up and cost him that catch.
It's a fake from deep on their own half. Wait for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. Incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And he brings it in. Touchdown. A big decision coming up for him now. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
All or nothing, they'll run it. And he won't make it across. They definitely weren't afraid to go for it all there, but they remain down by 1.
Texans 41. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. They've got to keep moving quick here. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He puts everything behind this one. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Could not beat the defender there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's loaded another one up. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.